Dear students, today we are going to do the exercise 1.1 of rational numbers. First one, here you may observe what is in the screen. Question number 1. Write any three rational numbers. What is meant by any three rational numbers? Already you know it. What is rational numbers? So you take any three. All the natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, all are included in the rational number. Hence you may write any three. So you take either 1 or 1 by 2 or 0 or 3 by 5. All these are belongs to rational numbers. You may write any three like that. Second one, explain rational number is in our own words. Already you know it. What is rational number? The numbers which can be expressed in the form of the numbers which can be expressed in the form of P by Q, where P comma Q belongs to Z, Q is not equal to 0 or called rational numbers. You may write the definition or any other within your own words. That's enough to you. What you write with meaningful, then it is right one. Now we move to the second slide. Second question. Here you may observe what is the first statement. There are 5 statements in the second question. Give one example for each. That means you may write one example to each statement. First one, you may look there a number which is rational but not an integer. But not an integer. రేషనల్ అవ్వాలంటే కానీ ఇంటీజర్ కాకూడదట. అంటే ఆల్ ద ఇంటీజర్స్ ఆర్ రేషనల్ నెంబర్. బట్ వాట్ ఈస్ అవర్ టాస్క్ హియర్? ఏ నెంబర్ విచ్ ఈస్ రేషనల్ but not an integer. So you may write an example for that in the P by Q form without common factors both numerator and denominator. That means 3 by 5. It is a rational number. There is no common factors for 3 and 5. Hence it is not possible to write in the integer. You may write such type 7 by 8 or 1 by 5 or 1 by 2. You may write like so many. Second statement, a whole number which is not a natural number. A whole number which is not a natural number. Whole numbers lo undi natural numbers lo lenti 0. So you write 0, that's enough. Third one, what is the third statement? An integer which is not a whole number. That means negative numbers. An integer which is not a whole number. And a whole number lo undakudadu. Integer lo undali. What are those? -3, -2, -1. You may write any negative number. That one is right one. Now fourth statement, a number which is natural number. A natural number ayi undali, whole number ayi undali, integer ayi undali, rational number ayi undali. A number which is a natural number, whole number, integer and rational number. Then you write a natural number. All the natural numbers are in whole numbers and integers and rational numbers. Hence you write any natural number, that's enough. So you write any natural number. That means 1, 2, 3, etc. You may write any natural number. This is in the set of whole numbers, in the set of integers, and also in the set of rational numbers. Now fifth statement, a number which is an integer but not a natural number. A number which is integer. You may understand this one. A number which is an integer అంటే ఇంటీజర్ అయి ఉండాలి, బట్ నాట్ ఏ న్యాచురల్ నెంబర్. న్యాచురల్ నెంబర్లో ఉండకూడదు. న్యాచురల్ నెంబర్ కాకుండా ఇంటీజర్స్లో ఉండే ఏంటి? దోస్ ఆర్ 0, 1, -1, -2, -3. These all are not belongs to natural numbers, but these all are belongs to integer. That's enough. Now we move to the third one. Find 5 rational numbers between 1 and 2. If here I am going to write a single step method, there are two methods. In previous session, we find two rational numbers between 3 and 4, and here we may find 5 rational numbers between 1 and 2. So I am going to here single step method. For that, here we required 5 rational numbers to insert between 1 and 2. Add 1, that means 5 plus 1 is equal 6. Now you rewrite the given 1 and 2 in the form of p by q as denominator 6. 6 denominator ఉండేటట్లుగా ఒకటి రెండింటికి మనము p by q ఫామ్లోకి మార్చి రాద్దాము. ఎలా రాయొచ్చు? 1 into 6 by 6. What you get? 6 by 6. And 2 is also in the same manner. 2 into 6 by 6. That is equal 12 by 6. Now here you observe 6 by 6 and 12 by 6. What are these two? These two are like fractions. Why? Because of the same denominator. Now, what is the relation between 6 by 6 and 12 by 6? 6 by 6 is always lesser than 12 by 6. Now you write how many like fractions lying between 6 by 6 and 12 by 6. Those are 6 by 6, that is less than 7 by 6, that is less than 8 by 6, that is also less than 9 by 6, that is less than 10 by 6, that is also less than 11 by 6, that is also less than 12 by 6. Now what is 6 by 6? 6 by 6 means 6 by 6 means 1. Okay. Now you write 1 less than 7 by 6, less than 8 by 6, less than 9 by 6, less than 10 by 6, less than 11 by 6, is less than. What is meant by 12 by 6? That is 2. Okay. Now here you observe how many rational numbers are written here between 1 and 2. Look there. These 5. 7 by 6, 8 by 6, 9 by 6, 10 by 6 and 11 by 6. This is called a single step method. You may go through the mean method also. What is mean method? If you take a is equal to 1, b is equal to, you may find a plus b by 2. That lies between 1 and 2. Already in previous video we have discussed. You may do that in that method also. Okay. Now we move to the next question. That is, insert rational numbers between 2 by 3 and 3 by 5. Insert 3 rational numbers. 3 rational numbers between 2 by 3 and 3 by 5. But in the previous question, those are integers are given in there. But here 2 by 3 and 3 by 5. What are these two? These two are rational numbers. Now our task is to insert 3 rational numbers between given 2 rational numbers. Which are they? They are 2 by 3 and 3 by 5. Here I go through the mean method because of these are the rational form. Hence I go through the mean method. It is better to find the solution. Here a is equal to 2 by 3 and b is equal to 3 by 5. I find a plus b by 2. What is a plus b by 2? 11 by 30. That means 9 by 30 lies between 2 by 3 and 3 by 5. So here we find only one rational number. But how many we required? We required 3 rational numbers. For that, in the second step, you may observe I take an a is equal to 2 by 3 and b is equal to 19 by 30. Again, I take a is equal to 2 by 3 and b is equal to 19 by 30 and follow the same procedure. Finally, what we get? A plus b by 2 is 13 by 20. That means 13 by 20, where it is? It lies between 2 by 3 and 19 by 30. That is written here. 2 by 3 less than 13 by 20 is less than 19 by 30. That is already less than 3 by 5. Now you observe here how many rational numbers are inserted between 2 by 3 and 3 by 5. 2. What are those two? 13 by 20 and 19 by 30. Now one more we required. As per the question, we required 3 rational numbers. Now what do you take in here in the third step? Here you take a is equal A is equal 2 by 3 and B is equal to 13 by 20. You find A plus B by 2. That means 2 by 3 plus 13 by 20 by 2. A plus B by 2. That means 2 20s are 40. 3 13s are 39 by 60. Already there is a 2 in the denominator. Now it is 79 by 120. Am I right? Look once again what we taken. Here in the previous one 39 by 60, that means 3 13s and 3 20s. Now here A is 2 by 3, A is equal to 2 by 3, B is equal to 13 by 20, A plus B by 2. 2 by 3 and 13 by 20. We sum of these two. 22s are 40, 3 13s are 39, altogether 79 by 16 into 120. Now, what do you say? This 79 by 120 lies between 2 by 3 and 13 by 20. Else what you write? 2 by 3 less than 79 by 120 is less than 13 by 20. That is already less than 19 by 30. That is already less than 3 by 5. Finally, here you may observe how many rational numbers are inserted between 2 by 3 and 3 by 5. Those are 79 by 120, 13 by 20, 19 by 30. In this manner, we may find the required rational numbers given to rational numbers. Already we know it. There is infinite of rational numbers lies between any two integers or any two rational numbers. Okay. And now we move to the next question. Represent 8 by 5 and minus 8 by 5 on a number line. Look there on the screen. It is a number line for integers. On this line, we may represent the 8 by 5 and minus 8 by 5. Before we going to identify the 8 by 5 and minus 8 by 5, you may observe here what is the denominator? 5. That means you may divide the each unit into 5 equal parts. Unit means here 0 to 1 is 1 unit, 1 to 2 is another unit. So now you may first divide the first unit into 5 equal parts like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in the same manner, the second unit is also divided into 5 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now look there. What is the number represented by the first part? That is 1 by 5. Already you know it. The second part is represented by the 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5, here 5 by 5. Okay. Now you may write the sixth part by 6 by 5, seventh part by 7 by 5, eighth part is represented by 8 by 5, 9 by 5, and the 2 is represented by 10 by 5. In the same manner, negative side of the rational number, negative side of the number line, you may divide each part into 5 equal parts. That is minus 1 by 5, minus 2 by 5, minus 3 by 5, minus 4 by 5, minus 5 by 5. Next, the second unit is also in the same way. We divide into 5 equal parts. That is minus 6 by 5, minus 7 by 5. This one is minus 8 by 5. This is minus 9 by 5. This is minus 10 by 5. What is our question here? Our task is to represent 8 by 5 and minus 8 by 5 on number line. Where it is, you may move to the right side of the 0. You may observe where the 8 by 5. I draw a box on that. That is 8 by 5. In the left side of the 0, you may observe here also minus 8 by 5. Okay. In this way, we may represent the given rational numbers on number line. Already, we have known 5 by 3 and minus 5 by 3 in previous section. Okay. Now we move to the next one, sixth question. That is, express the following rational numbers as the decimal numbers. Okay. Now here you observe what is given. There are two parts. In the first part, first one, what is given? 242 by 1000, that equal to, how do you represent this rational form into a decimal form? First, you may observe what is in the denominator. In the denominator, it is 1000. Already you know it in previous classes. The denominator is in the form of 10, 100, 1000, 10,000. Then you may count how many zeros are there and you write easily. You may convert the given rational number into decimal form. Here in this one, in the denominator, it has 1000. So how many zeros are there? There are 3 zeros. Then you write the numerator like this, 242 without any change. After that, you count 3 digits from right to left, right to left, right to left. 1, 2, 3. After that, you put a decimal point. After that, you write a 0. That means 242 by 1000 is equal to 0.242. This is the way to write a given rational form into decimal form. Now we move to the second one. What is in the denominator? You may observe here. What is in the denominator? 354 by 500. Here you observe the denominator, it is not in the form of 10, 100, 1000 like that. Now you convert this denominator into such type of numbers. To convert that, you multiply the 354 by 500 into 2 by 2. Now it has 708 by 1000. Now it is the denominator may be converted into 10, 100, 1000, 10,000 form. Now you may count how many zeros are there in the denominator. There are 3 zeros. Now you write 708 as usual, the numerator. After that you may count the digits from right to left. If it has 3 zeros in the denominator, you may count 3 digits and put a decimal point from right to left. 1, 2, 3. Now you put a decimal point and you write 0 in the left side of the decimal point. Now what you get is 0.708. That means 354 by 500 is written as 0.708. Okay. In this manner, you may find the remaining also. In the 2 by 5, how do you rewrite this one? Here, 2 by 5 may be written as 2 by 5 into 20 by 20 or 2 by 2. Now what you get? 2 2s are 4, 4 by 10. Now it is easy to you represent in decimal form. In the same manner, in the fourth one, the denominator is 4. Hence, you multiply that one into 20 by 25 by 25. 25 by 25. And you find the decimal form at our home. So, third one and fourth one both are homework for you. Okay. Now, in the second one, first one is 2 by 3. Otherwise, you may do a divisional method also. 2 by 3. How do you represent 2 by 3 in decimal form? You may divide the 2 by 3. 3 zeros are 0. Again, you put a decimal point in the right side of the quotient and you write 0 in the right side of the remainder. Again, 3 6 are 18. Now you subtract it, you get 2 as remainder. You put 0 in the right side. Again, 3 6 are 18. Now you get same remainder. That means the division is not completed here. In the quotient part, you may observe the same number 6 is repeated. So this is called non-terminating recurring decimal. This may be represent like this 0.66 etc. Now 0.6 bar. The number which is repeated, you may write a single time and you put a bar on the top of that digit. So 2 by 3 is equal to 0.6 bar. That means this is a non-terminating recurring decimal. You may go to the next page to do the minus 25 by 36. Look there, 25 by 36. What we get? Minus 25 by 36. Here already I did it. What we get? 0.694. It is also there is no end to the division, we may observe the 16, the remainder comes repeatedly. That means the 4, the quotient comes repeatedly. So the number which repeated is 4. You write it one time and put a bar on the top side of that digit. That means this is also a non-terminating recurring decimal. You may do the remaining two at your home. Okay. Now we move to the seventh question. Here in the seventh question, express each of the following decimals in P by Q form where Q is not equal to 0 and PQ are integers. And PQ are integers. So first one, in previous one, we write the given rational numbers into decimal form. Here the decimal forms are converted into P by Q form. So 0.36 is the given one. For that, you may count how many digits are there after decimal point. There are 2 digits. So you write, remove the decimal point and you write the numerator and you write after one, you put 2 zeros after 1 in the denominator like this. 36 by 100. In the same manner, 15.4. Here also, you may count how many digits are there on the right side of the decimal. There is only one digit, that is 4. So you remove it. You remove the decimal point and you write it. That is 154 by you write 1 and you put only 10 in the right side of the denominator of 1. In the previous one, there are 2 digits after decimal point. Hence, we put 2 zeros on the right side of 1 in the denominator. Here, there is only one single digit. Hence, here in the denominator, I write only 10 after 1. So, here 36 by 100 is the P by Q form for the first question and 154 by 10 is the decimal rational form of the second one. But these two are not in the simplest form. Hence, you may cancel the common factors, 4 9s and 4 25s. That is equal to 9 by 25. This is the simplest form of the P by Q for 0.36. Here 2 77s and 2 5s. 2 5s and 2 77s. So 15.4 is written as 77 by 5 is the simplest form. So in this way, you may find the remaining two 10.25 and 3.25 very easily. Okay. In 7 questions, I do 50%. Remaining 2 in some questions, you may do it your notebooks at your home. I hope you may do that properly. Thank you.